Welcome to Rays of Hope, where inspiration meets possibilities. Join us on this journey as we explore videos that illuminate the path to positivity, resilience, and success. This part continues the discussion by focusing on boundaries, self-worth, and the path toward healthier, more secure connections. We often think of trauma as a major, life-altering event like a car accident or a natural disaster. In reality, trauma is simply any experience that overwhelmed your nervous system, leaving you feeling helpless or profoundly unsafe. These experiences don't have to be massive. They can stem from consistent emotional neglect, frequent criticism, or growing up in an unpredictable home environment. When stress and fear consistently outpace a person's ability to cope, the brain develops ingenious strategies to survive. One of the most common survival tools is codependency. Codependency means putting someone else's needs, feelings, and problems ahead of your own to gain acceptance, validation, or a temporary sense of stability. It's an external focus used to manage internal distress. Understanding this link, how past overwhelming experiences shape insecure attachment patterns, is the critical first step toward building truly healthy, secure relationships that last. Why past hurts make you codependent, finding safety in others. Trauma often leaves people with a nagging, profound fear of abandonment or feeling fundamentally worthless. If the world or the people meant to care for you felt unsafe, you quickly learn to seek security and worth outside yourself. This is the psychological root of codependency. Codependency isn't about being overly helpful, it's about needing to be needed. When you focus intensely on solving someone else's problems, you distract yourself from your own inner chaos. More importantly, successfully meeting someone else's need gives you a temporary, powerful sense of value. If you are indispensable to them, the thinking goes, they won't leave you. This strategy becomes the primary way you try to create safety in a world that once felt unpredictable. The people-pleasing survival skill we learn. People-pleasing is often described as a personality flaw, but for those with a history of trauma, it functions as a protective defense mechanism. In childhood, when safety was often conditional, controlling the environment became paramount. If you saw that keeping a caregiver happy meant avoiding an outburst, you learned to anticipate their needs and adjust your behavior accordingly. This wasn't a choice, it was survival. This pattern doesn't disappear when you move into adulthood. The adult codependent continues to read the room, adjust their behavior, and agree to things they don't want to do, all because they are trying to control an outcome, the avoidance of rejection, conflict, or criticism. Pleasing others feels like the safest way to exist in relationships, even if it comes at the expense of your own mental health and well-being. It's an automatic, unconscious response wired by earlier experiences of danger. Why we avoid our own feelings and focus on others. If you grew up where true emotional expression was punished, you learned that internal feelings are messy, dangerous, and must be ignored. Consequently, avoiding your own difficult emotions becomes a necessary habit. Your inner world holds unresolved pain, sadness, or anger related to past events. It's too overwhelming to face directly. Shifting your focus to fix or caretake someone else provides an immediate, effective distraction from this internal state. When you are busy worrying about a partner's career distress or a friend's financial problems, you aren't thinking about your own loneliness or insecurity. This pattern gives you a false sense of control and competence. By solving external problems, you temporarily feel valuable and less consumed by your own unmet needs. It's a highly effective, yet ultimately damaging, coping method that ensures you never have to truly sit with your own discomfort. Are you codependent? 6 clear signs to watch for. Recognizing codependency means understanding that these behaviors are rooted in a deep search for stability, not just excessive kindness. Many daily actions can signal this pattern. Watch for signs that your emotional center of gravity rests outside yourself, meaning your happiness depends heavily on the moods and actions of others. You feel anxious or guilty when you spend time focusing solely on your own hobbies or needs. You consistently attract or seek out partners who require a great deal of saving or maintenance. This section concludes the key steps toward breaking codependent patterns and building emotionally healthy relationships. Thank you for joining us on this uplifting journey with Rays of Hope. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos that spark hope and empowerment. Until next time, keep shining brightly. Thank you for watching.